Alright folks, and welcome to the channel. And as you can see, we've got a couple of guitars out here, so it's time for Tone Wars! So yeah, this sort of came about from a comment from a viewer when I did the video on the Ibanez a couple of weeks ago, 3-4 weeks ago maybe. Depends when this video goes out. Yeah, he said he'd like to hear a comparison between the Ibanez and the Solar 7 strings. So I thought, perfect time to do a Tone Wars. We've not done one for a little while. And it sort of brings it back to the original version of Tone Wars, sort of. That was where I think it was about 5 or 6 guitars, but I did that as a blind test. I'm not doing that as a blind test this time. So let's get these bad boys plugged in and see what they both sound like. First of all, we'll try it in a physical amp, real physical amp, whatever you want to call it. And then I'm going to put both guitars through the same amps in, and I'll show you the difference in the wave size between them both. And you may be surprised. I don't think it'll show up so much through a real amp. I just start off on some cleans to start off with. Let's switch the amp on. Signal path is going to be the guitars. Straight into the G-Mond Tube Screamer. I've got it on the
8 to 8 setting, just cause.
That's going into the Jet City amp. Now, I'm not using the Ibanez cab this time. I am actually going to use the Harley Benton cab. So that's going into the Harley Benton cab with the V30, and that's marked up with an SM57 and the Tortec MV50. So let's crack on. So, as you can see, the amp's switched off now. And we've moved over to the to an amp sim.
I can hear it eventually, leave me alone.
So the amp sim that we're using is the AMH 5050. I'm using that in the, if I remember rightly, I'll put it up here, but I'm using it in the EL34 mode. And the IR that I'm using is one from Bobby Torres at Frightbox Recording. It's one from his Mesa cab. It's called the Frightbox 57 number 1. And yeah, it's of a Mesa cab with the 57. So, not going to bother with any cleans. We're just going to just bash a couple of riffs out, and I'll put the screenshot of the wave file. Not the wave. Well, yeah, I'll put the screenshot. I'm not going to change anything on the audio interface. It's going to be exactly the same for both guitars. So we'll just do a couple of more bits and pieces. There you go, folks. You've heard both guitars. Let me know what you think about both of them in the comments. Personally, I do prefer the Solar. Yeah, there is quite a big difference in price. I mean, the Ibanez is made to a budget, but you can tell the difference in quality of hardware that's been used on the Solar. But it's not just that. Yeah, from the screenshots from the sort of waveform, you can tell that the Ibanez has got hotter pickups. But I do just prefer these pickups in here. Now I know Ola likes the sort of medium output type pickups, and yeah, I can go with that. I've got a couple of, as you know, I've got a couple of Solars. I've got plenty of other guitars. Some are medium output, some are high output, and you can get 2 pickups from the same factory, and they'll be totally different. Hey ho! But yeah, I actually prefer the neck on the Solar as well. See if I can get them side by side. I don't know if you'll be able to see them. I'll try and get a close up of these. There's not a lot of difference, but to me, this is more of a flatter D shape. And it's just a little bit more comfortable in the hand than what the Ibanez is. Don't get me wrong, this is not a thick neck. Not for a 7-string anyway. I've tried a couple of 7-strings where the neck's really thick. I mean, I've got I've probably got a couple of 6 strings that have got thicker necks than this, but I just find this one just that little bit more comfortable. I do find it stays in tune better as well. Whether that's just down to the better quality tuners. I mean, yeah, I could change the tuners in the Ibanez, but they're not too bad. And weight-wise, I'd say they're roughly the same. I think the scale length on the Solar is it's got a longer scale length. Yeah, scale length's longer on the Solar, so that's probably helping with the tuning stability as well. But yeah, like I say, that's just my personal preference on the Solar, why I prefer the Solar, and let me know what your personal preference is down in the comments. And that's all for this video. I will catch you on the next one. Right, folks, I hope you enjoyed that video. You can follow me on social media and you can get my music online. And if you want to support the channel, there's Buy Me a Coffee and PayPal links. They're all down in the description. Click up here to subscribe and click the link down there for videos that you may not have seen. Keep it loud and keep it heavy.